Hello Karptastic ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode in this TCGO series. Today we are going to take a look at a Huntail deck. Not too long ago we took a look at a Kyogre Archie's Blastoise deck. Today will be a Huntail Archie's Blastoise deck. As always, if you want to skip the deck analysis, just click the annotation on the screen or skip to around the 4-5 minute mark and it will take you straight to the battles. So Huntail here has a powerful storm attack which costs 1 water energy, very cheap, and it does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of our Pokemon. This attack synergizes super well with the Deluge ability of the Blastoise, which says you may attach as many water energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon as often as you like during your turn. So we can just attach our water energy to our Pokemon and then do stupid amounts of damage with the powerful storm to my opponent's Pokemon. We are running 2 copies of the Clamperl, 2 copies of the Blastoise, what I said 2 copies of the Clamperl, but I meant 2 copies of the Huntail. We are running 3 copies of the Clamperl, and then we are running 1 Keldeo EX for the rush in and retreat, because we are running so few basics. Only 3 Clamperl, and then for the rest 2 executes for the propagation ability, as well as 2 shamans to set up. So it is very likely here that either these eggs or this shaman here get stuck in the active spot on our first turn, and that's why we want to be able to rush in and retreat, get these eggs and the shaman out of the active spot. Now, I did not mention one Pokemon yet, and it is the odd one out, the odd duckling here. The Regirock fighting type Pokemon, 110 hit points, and it does not accept any water energies, or it does not use any water energies rather. So why are we running this Pokemon in this deck? That is the question. And we are running this Pokemon because of the Omega Barrier Delta trait, which prevents any effects of trainers on this card, excluding tools and stadium cards. That means that this Regirock cannot be Lysandered out by my opponent, nor can energies on this Regirock be discarded by a Crushing Hammer or a Enhanced Hammer or anything like that. So any energies that we put on this Regirock are safe. That's why we are going to deluge all our water energies onto this Regirock as a safe haven for the water energies, and then we can use Powerful Storm for a huge amount of damage. That is the reasoning behind this deck. That is how this deck is supposed to work. The rest of this deck is actually taken straight from Jacob van Wagner's World Championship winning deck. So all of these trainers you see here, as well as the 2 executes and these 12 water energies, are straight copy from Jacob van Wagner's deck. It just works so well, there is no need to change it. The only thing I changed is that I added 1 more Floatstone to make it a little bit more consistent if our Blastoise gets Lysandered out, for example. Yeah, I already showed you a similar deck in action with the Kyogre not too long ago. The best thing to do here so that you know, or you can see how this deck uses the Archie here to get out the Blastoise on the bench, is actually by showing you some gameplay. So we are going to go straight into the battles here. I certainly suggest you check out Jacob van Wagner's deck and play around with it. It is a very interesting deck, very strategic, very nice to play once you get the hang of it. Okay, and that is it for the deck analysis. Time to find ourselves an opponent. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe for more. Here we go. We are facing Damianina. My goodness, I cannot pronounce that guy's or girl's name. Damianina. I will call him kidding, of course. Well, I am not very nice today. Oh, we won the coin flip. I am much more happy. Let's see. We draw into a Clamperl. Ooh, look at that, a Clamperl. Come on, yes, there we go. Look at our hand. Our hand is pretty darn good. pretty darn good. We are definitely capable of pulling off an Archie here. If we cannot pull off an Archie, I do not deserve to be playing Pokemon. So let's see here, what should we do? We will use the Ultra Ball. Yes, let's do that. We will use the Ultra Ball, discard this energy as well as this superior energy retrieval, and we shall search for a Keldeo. That is what we are going to do here. Put the Keldeo on our bench, and then we shall battle compress, and look at that, we are left with 2 cards in our hand and a computer search. You might already be able to guess what is going to happen here. Let's see, we are going to discard, we want 1 Archie, we are going to discard 1 Archie as well as a Blastoise. And what else? Oh, there we see another Execute, or rather the first one. There is the second one. I think we will go with this here, that seems good. And we are going to computer search for an Archie now. Where is the other Archie? Here we are. Welcome, Archie. And just like that, we also welcome Blastoise here. Blastoise and 5 new cards in our hand. We even top deck another Clamperl. My goodness. Let's actually discard these energies. We will get them back with a superior energy retrieval. Get a Shaman in our hand. Bench this Clamperl, bench this Shaman, and then we will draw into 5 more cards. There we go, we have the Regirock. And we even get a superior energy retrieval. That is just fantastic. Let's see here. Let's get back the Execute in our hands. There we go, we will superior energy retrieval the Execute as well as this Shaman. No need to see the second Shaman. And we will get back these water energies and deluge them onto our Regirock on the bench. Look at that. Everything is going according to plan here. That is pretty darn good. Let's even look at the Trainer's Mail. And we get a N. I will actually go for the VS Seeker here. Or I should have gone for the N. I already regret my decision. I was going to do another Archie, but then I remember our bench is full, so we cannot do another Archie. Next turn, I should have definitely gone for the N there. That was a misplay. Darn sure misplay right there. We have a Floatstone in our discard pile. I might use the Battle Compressor, see if we have another Floatstone. Just use the Battle Compressor to take a look and see if we have that Floatstone. We are facing a Rayquaza EX in the active spot. My opponent used a Skyla first turn. That is a pretty slow start. We even see 1 fire energy, so my opponent has a really bad start here. Let's go and get the Huntail out, I guess. Yes, let's do that. Let's propagate, get the Executes back, use this Ultra Ball, and then we will get the Huntail in our hand. Play the Huntail on the Clamperl in the active spot. And now we are going to use the Battle Compressor, and then it wasn't too bad that we got the VS Seeker, because we can just VS Seeker a Sycamore here, and then we can also VS Seeker the Lysander. We don't want to see a Lysander, and that is good. We will leave the N and another Sycamore in our deck. There we go, and we will VS Seeker for this Sycamore here. Draw into 7 more cards. Look at that, we are on our way to victory here. That is magnificent. Let's deluge 1 energy onto the Huntail, 2 energy onto the Regirock, and put some pressure on my opponent. We have 5 energies on this Regirock here. Might even use the Acrobike. Take a look. Get an energy retrieval. Okay, I will go for the energy retrieval. And take another look at our deck. And I will go for this energy here. Put that energy onto the Regirock as well. And we will go for a powerful Storm, hitting this Rayquaza for 140, just 40 short. If only we had 2 more energy in our discard pile, we would have been able to knock out this Rayquaza, but we are not in a hurry here. We are taking it easy. We see a Regice, okay. So this Regice will have some troubles with this Huntail. It cannot knock out this Huntail in one turn, so we are not too worried. Even with a Muscle Band, it does 90 at max, so if my opponent has a... so never mind, I was going to say if my opponent has a laser, then he might be able to knock out this Huntail in 1 turn. But my opponent concedes the match here. He saw that we were well on track to getting this match, getting this victory. Let's take a look at the stats. We dealt 140 damage. And our MVP Huntail here, just as we would have liked it. So I think this was a pretty short match. I think we deserve another opponent here. So let's go and look for another opponent. Here we go. Let's see. We are facing Applegat. Applegat. We are flipping the coin and go for heads. And of course we get heads. That is the one universal truth. We get heads. So we are going to try and pull off a Archie's Ace in Hole first turn. We start off with an Execute. We do have the Archie in our hands, so that is pretty good. Now we only need to be able to find a Battle Compressor so we can Battle Compress away the Blastoise. Possibly can get a Battle Compressor from a Trainer's Mail in our hand. We see a Registeel. Oh, 2 stadiums. We do not want to see 2 stadiums in our hands. Let's see here. We get a Ultra Ball. I don't really want to get the Ultra Ball. Let's see if we can get a Battle Compressor. We do get a Battle Compressor. Look at that. This is going to work here. We will Battle Compress away a... let's see, a Blastoise for sure. We do have the Regirock in our deck. We see 1 Huntail, 2 Huntail, so that's good. Do we have some Clamperls? 1 Clamperl. And I definitely want to see another Clamperl. There we go, we have another Clamperl. So where is the other Execute here? We do not have another Execute. So we are going to discard the second Blastoise then, as well as the other Archie. No need for the other Archie to be in our deck. There we go. So we will have to, unfortunately, discard either this Floatstone or the 2 Rough Seas. We are going to discard the 2 Rough Seas. I want to keep the Floatstone in my hand. And I will get out a Keldeo EX, put down the Keldeo on our bench, attach the Floatstone to the Keldeo. We will rush in and retreat, get these Executes out of the active spot because they are in a pickle there. They are easy bait for my opponent to knock out. And we will put the Blastoise on our bench here, and that is how it's done. So, oh, look at that, we even get the Regirock. We are on our merry way here. Let's see. I am going to attach 1 energy to the Regirock already, and then we will discard some more energy. So we are going to discard these 3 energies. Unfortunately, we did not manage to get out a Clamperl on our bench, and that is going to be the end of our turn. So ideally we would have liked to get a Clamperl here, so we could have evolved next turn into the Huntail. Might have to power up this Keldeo to attack this Registeel. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, discard an energy attached to that Pokemon. Forbidden Iron Hammer with 70 base damage. So we definitely want to get rid of this Registeel as ASAP. We see a Beldum, so this is going to be a Metagross deck. Our opponent decides to attach to the Registeel. We need 4 energy on the Keldeo EX to knock out the Registeel. That would allow us to do 130 damage. Let's see. We get a Battle Compressor. We only have Archies in our discard pile. I will actually Battle Compress some more energies. 1 more energy actually. And we will leave it at that. Yes, that will do it. Or I might actually go for the Sycamore, Battle Compress the Sycamore, and then we will VS Seeker for the Sycamore rather than the N here. There we go. Use the Sycamore, draw into 7 more cards. Here we go, we get a Huntail, but we do not get the Clamperl here, so we are going to have to use this Superior Energy Retrieval, discard a VS Seeker, and we will actually discard this Huntail. I want to keep the Float Stone, go for 4 energies, and that is enough to knock out this Registeel. So we are going to deluge these 4 energies onto the Keldeo, and then we will deluge the rest onto the Regirock on the bench. Keep it safe for the Huntail, although that might not be necessary because my opponent will only have a Beldum left going into my opponent's turn. Here we go, Secret Sword for 130 damage, knocking out the Registeel. I was gonna say Regice, but it is a Registeel. We get 1 prize card. We do not need to see a Superior Energy Retrieval right now because we already used one. We see the Metang. So, okay, we still do 110 damage. That is enough to knock out the Metang. So this will be game if my opponent cannot. Yes, so my opponent realizes it's he loses the game. So another short match here. We are just stacking on short matches today. What is up with that? I say we do another match. We really want the MVP Huntail here. And here we go. Our next opponent is Bonik. 1337. 1337. Bonik. We won the coin flip. Look, we didn't have to do anything and we won the coin flip. That's just how easy it is for us today. We get, oh my goodness, we start we start off with the Execute again. Why? We do get a really good hand once more. We can pull off the Archie with his hand for sure. But these eggs, they are attention seekers. Always in the active spot. We do run very few basic Pokemon, so that's not too much of a surprise. We see a Pikachu. Let's see here, what should we do? We are going to start with the Battle Compressor. Battle Compress for the Blastoise. Here we see a Blastoise. So we saw the Regirock. We haven't seen a Clamperl yet. We are also going to discard the other Execute. There's a Clamperl, a Huntail, another Blastoise, and another Clamperl there. So okay, that is pretty good. We have all the things that we need in our deck. We will unfortunately need to get rid of these VS Seekers here. There is no way around that. So we will discard that Water Energy as well as this VS Seeker, and we will look for the Regirock. Let's do that, or we will actually go for the Clamperl. Yes, let's go for the Clamperl. And then here we will get back one of the eggs or the only egg actually, because the other one is in the active spot. And use the computer search, discard the VS Seeker as well as this execute. And we are going to get the Keldeo, so we can rush in and retreat if we can get a float stone. Put down the Keldeo, and there we go, another Archie's ace in the hole first turn. Putting the Blastoise on our bench, getting ready to deluge water energies onto our Pokemon. Let's take a look at the Acrobike here. We get a Huntail. I will be going for the Huntail for sure. And we have one water energy in our discard pile. No need to use the superior energy retrievals with one water energy. We will actually leave the execute there. I don't want to get any damage onto the Keldeo or the Clamperl. Neither do I want damage on this Blastoise. I do not mind this execute getting knocked out all that much. So we see a Tierno from my opponent. Is this a Raichu deck? Well, we are definitely going to see Raichu. I don't imagine a deck with just the Pikachu here. We see a Revive, a Bridget, a Potion. So pretty unconventional cards. Don't see Potion too much, don't see Revive too much, except in Night March. And the Pikachu stays in the active spot. Look at that, we top deck a Regirock. We will evolve into the Huntail here. And we will simply attach this water energy to the Huntail from our hand. Sycamore the superior energy retrievals and see if we can get a float stone. We do get a float stone. We will attach the float stone to the Keldeo, rush in, and we will retreat into the Huntail here. And all we need to look for now is water energy. So can we get a... Yes, we do get a superior energy retrieval. So this is going to be game again, another short game. We are going to discard water energies from our deck into our discard pile, get them back with superior energy retrieval, even discard the Archie. No need to see the Archie anymore. Getting back those 4 water energies that were in our discard pile, so 3 plus 1 that was already there, and we will deluge these onto the Regirock on our bench as we are supposed to here, powering ourselves up, and that is enough already, but we will deluge the last energy as well. There we go, we will go ahead, knock out this poor Pikachu here, and we take another game, so another short match. My. Today is short match day. We should make that a thing maybe, because I don't know what's going on. I can't seem to have any long-lasting matches here. Maybe this deck is just too good. What do you know? No, probably not, but we are probably just being a little bit lucky. Yeah. Let's see. Should we go for another game? Okay, let's go for another game. And our last opponent for the day is Galantis. Okay, that is a pretty easy name to pronounce. It is a water and a fighting deck. We even see a fighting coin. Flipping around, flipping about. And we won the coin flip, so we didn't have to do anything once again. So the coin flip is in our favor today. This is short match day and coin flip favor day, and also execute in the active spot day. This is a lot of things today that are going in very similar ways all the time. We start off against a Remoraid, so my opponent got a bad Pokemon in the active spot as well. Let's see what we can do here. We will discard the Blastoise for sure, as well as this water energy. So we could potentially use the superior energy retrieval, and we will go for... we will actually go for a look at our deck. We do have a computer search, a Lysander, an Archie. Okay, so we have all the cards we need, so we are going to go for the Shaman. See if we can draw into some more cards. We will actually get rid of another water energy and put down the Keldeo on our bench, so we can rush in and retreat. Free the execute from the active spot. There we go, and let's put down the Shaman, draw into 5 more cards, hopefully a Battle Compressor. There we go, we draw into a Battle Compressor, but we do not have an Archie or a VS Seeker. So we will discard 1 Archie, as well as, where is he, the Blastoise is there, and then 1 Execute. That should do it. So all we need now is some way to get our hand down to the size that we need, 1 card. So can we get something to allow us to do that? We get a Sycamore. Let's see, we have 1 Superior Energy Retrieval in the discard pile. I am going to take a risk here and go for the VS Seeker. I will use this Superior Energy Retrieval with the Execute. Here we go. We will Superior Energy Retrieval this Execute and this Water Energy and get back 2 Water Energy. In our hands, we will also put down the Clamperl, attach this Floatstone to the Keldeo so we can rush in and free the Execute from the active spot. And then we will attach to the Keldeo here. And hopefully next turn we top deck something that we can use, not a Water Energy, so then we can put the Water Energy on the Keldeo, use the card that we top deck, and then we can go for the Archie's Ace in the Hole in our second turn. So ideally we wanted to go in the first turn, but it did not seem possible, or I might have missed out on the opportunity, I'm not sure. I did not see a way to pull off the Archie here. If you did, just comment below. I am eager to learn from your perspective. That's why I am putting these videos out there that's one reason why I'm putting these videos out there, so that we can learn from each other. And the other reason, of course, to share the love for the Pokemon TCG online and for Pokemon in general. Have a nice Pokemon community here. We see a Crushing Hammer, it is Tails. I wouldn't have bothered too much if it was Heads. We get a Trainer's Mail, so that is excellent. We are going to attach to the Keldeo. Trainer's Mail, see if we can get something. We even get another Battle Compressor. I will definitely be using, pardon me, I will definitely be using this Battle Compressor. So what should we get rid of here? Oh no, this Lysander. This Archie as well, why not? And that's it. I don't see much else, so we will also Battle Compress Water Energy. We can get it back with the Superior Energy Retrieval. We have 1 more, 2 more, that is definitely enough. There we go, time for the Archie. Here comes the Blastoise with the Deluge and 5 more cards in our hands. That is how it's done here. We even get the Huntail, look at that, that is just fantastic. So let's go with the Huntail. And we shall... Oh, my opponent concedes the match, so... Oh, why? Another short match here, so... I don't know what's up with this today, guys or girls, ladies and gentlemen. I am totally not sure here. Why is everyone conceding so fast? I don't know. Is this deck really too good? Let's take a look at the stats. Oh well, there is no stats because we just basically were drawing cards. We did not attack yet. So that will be it for today, unfortunately. I still hope you enjoyed it, even though the matches were short. But at least we got to flip heads all over again, and at least we got to start out with the Execute. Who wouldn't want to start out with the Execute all the time? So I hope you have a Karptastic day, and I will definitely be seeing you next time. If you have suggestions, don't forget to send them to me on my Facebook, Twitter, or in the comments below. It is always greatly appreciated, and I'd love to hear your deck ideas and build decks around them. Bye bye.
Karp, 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 Karp. Karp, 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 Karp.